Well, I don't know about you guys, but I did not enjoy the overly drawn out reveal process for the 2022 Toyota Tundra. They started months ago with revealing just kind of some teaser images. Then the photos of the Tundra were leaked, so they gave us a look of the entire truck earlier this summer. And then they went right back to giving us these little snippets on the truck. I don't know why they didn't just reveal the whole truck all at once. Really have kind of drawn out this whole process. I wouldn't have expected much from the same marketing agency that gave us Jan, but I kind of hoped for better. But the good news is that the 2022 Tundra has finally been revealed, so let's talk a little bit about it. But before we get into the third generation, let's do a quick review. The first generation Tundra was introduced for the 2000 model year, saw a minor update for 2003, and then ran through 2006. We get an all new second generation model starting for the 2007 model year. It gets updated for the 2014 model year and runs through 2021, meaning that the second generation was originally introduced 14 years ago. So we've been waiting a long time for this third generation Tundra. Without a doubt, the thing that is most striking about the third generation model over the first two generations is that it is a very bold design. The first and second generations were very conservative, very attractive trucks, and very well liked as well. This third generation model is definitely taking a chance because it is very in your face. It's a very athletic, muscular design, very bold looking. Of course, the front end is probably the most controversial part of this third generation Tundra. It's got a gaping front grille, very large size, and then it's got a very intricate headlight design as well. The tail lights are shaped like a backward C, and then the hood and fenders, like I said, are bulging, giving it that athletic appearance. We also see a blacked out A pillar along with the more common blacked out B pillar, so that's kind of a unique design cue. And then obviously we've got various trim packages, and the truck is going to vary a little bit depending on those various models, with the TRD Pro being the most bold, aggressive of the various trims. The interior of the Tundra sees a major update with a large, prominent new landscape-oriented display and aggressive styling to match the exterior design. It's got a look that's very consistent with other recently released Toyota models. It's very modern, but it's also a little bit quirky in the overall design. Now, the Tundra is offered with two different engine options, both very impressive. The base engine is a 3.5 liter twin turbo 6-cylinder known as the iForce, and then they've got the iForce Max, which is a hybrid variant of the same power plant. Both are paired to a 10-speed automatic transmission. The base engine sees a very impressive 389 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque, and the hybrid increases that even further to 437 horsepower and 583 pound-feet of torque. Max tow capacity is 12,000 pounds, and max payload is 1,940. The Tundra's got some really cool features that weren't available on the prior generation in terms of both luxury and technology, as well as off-road capability. A few of the luxury features that we get, obviously it's got a much larger screen and a much more luxurious premium cabin. Another cool feature is that we've got air-conditioned seats available. We've also got a panoramic sunroof that's available, which is really cool, combined with the roll-down rear window. That's a classic feature on the Tundra. Between the panoramic sunroof and that window, it almost gives you an open cabin feel inside. The third generation Tundra also has the multi-terrain select system that we've seen on the 4Runner and the Tacoma, and that's going to really improve the overall off-road capability. That provides hill descent control as well as crawl control, and it's got an electronic locking rear differential. So this is going to be a lot more off-road capable than what we saw with the second generation. Now, following suit of the Ford Raptor and the Ram 1500 pickup, the Tundra is now joining the club of pickups that are equipped with a coil rear suspension. What that's going to do is improve the overall ride quality. It's going to have better handling, and then it's also going to improve articulation for off-road driving. On top of that, the suspension is also an adaptive suspension, so that is going to improve the overall ride quality because the suspension can basically adapt to various driving conditions. And then we've also got a load leveling rear height adjustment, which is going to be helpful for trailering as well as for off-road driving, because in certain situations you can just raise or lower that height slightly to get yourself a little bit more ground clearance. The TRD Pro is going to be the most off-road capable of the Tundras with the Fox suspension and the additional ride height, but other trim levels are also going to be available with the TRD Off-Road package, which gives you many of the same features. Between either the TRD Off-Road or the Pro, you're going to get the multi-terrain select system, allows you to adjust for various off-road modes. also gives you crawl control, hill descent control, electronic locking rear differential, and you also get the multi-terrain monitor with additional cameras on the side and front of the vehicle to give you various views of obstacles when off-roading. I sold my 3rd generation Tacoma a few months ago preemptively to kind of prepare for the purchase of a full-size truck, and I've been pretty much set on getting the 3rd generation Tundra, but that was before they released more information on the truck. That's part of why I've been so anxious for them to just get on with it and show us what's coming. I've been debating between basically 5 different options, the Tundra being one of them, the all-new Ford Raptor, the Ram TRX, the Ford F-150 Lightning that's going to be out later next year, and then also the all-new Chevy Silverado ZR2. I've been leaning toward the Tundra because I know I've got a really large Toyota following on the channel. That's what you guys want to see. That's where I'm going to get the most interest on YouTube. I also bought my Tacoma originally because Toyotas are very reliable and they've got really strong resale value. And so those things are going to probably be true with the Tundra as well. So it's kind of led me in that direction, but I've been nervous leading up to this reveal. Seeing some of the leaked images, the officially released images, because it's such a departure from the 2nd generation Tundra, I've been a little bit on the fence about it. It's very bold, it's very aggressive, and I think it's kind of a love it or hate it design. The thing that gives me some hope for the Tundra is that when the 3rd generation Tacoma came out, I felt the same way about it. I wasn't really that crazy about it, and the design really grew on me, and I love the way that they look now. I think that's going to be true with the Tundra, especially once we start to see aftermarket options coming out, lift kits, custom wheels and tires. I think it's going to really transform the look of the truck, and the really bold look that's almost a little funny looking when it's in stock form is going to start to look really good once you see those aftermarket changes. So I think I'm still leaning toward the Tundra, but I'm not 100% sure at this point. I'd love to get your guys' input on what you think about the all-new Tundra, and specifically, which trim package would you go with if you were going to be buying the all-new 3rd generation Tundra? To stay up to date on my progress and my decision with the Tundra, be sure to subscribe, and in the meantime, thanks for watching.